Hey, it's Red here, up in Red's room, and I'll tell you what, I'm working on a new recipe. If you've watched any of my other recipes on the YouTube channel, any of the other videos, you'll see this one here pops up a few times. It's actually stumbled across it, but I'll tell you what, it's pretty good. It's Old Smoky Moonshine. It's the they have a few with flavor infused apple pie and that sort of thing. I'm not really crazy about the sweet tasting bourbons, although I'll show you one here in a minute I am favorable on. But I'll tell you what, the Old Smoky Original flavor is really good. It is it's a White Lightning, so there's no age to it. And I've had it here in this 1 liter barrel for 4 weeks now. So we're up on 4 weeks. It went in clear as water. I mean, it came right out of here just as clear as that jar is right now. Here it is after it's been in there a month. And it has got some good age and good flavor to it. And I'll tell you what I really like about this now, because you taste it before you put it in, then taste it after you put it in. You're gonna taste 2 different drinks, really. Hey, this is good in and of itself, but I'll tell you what, I like it a lot better out of the barrel. About 4 weeks in a 1 liter barrel, and it is smooth, and it's got so many more characteristics to the flavor. And just on your personal preference, you can leave it more or less. I know people that leave it in here a week or less, and some people leave it in there even more. I like it in here about 4 weeks in a 1 liter barrel. But what I'm gonna do now is I'm actually gonna take this out, and I'm gonna start aging something different in there. This is something I picked up. I was in Colorado here a few weeks ago and stopped by the Leopold Brothers in Colorado, their distillery. We got a great tour. I tell you what, if you're in the Denver area or you're traveling to the Denver area, we toured, my wife and I were there, and we went to several wineries and distilleries. This was probably one of the coolest. And the reason is I'll tell you what, it is a huge facility. They have a rack room like you wouldn't believe. I was looking down at all the barrels, and I was like in amazement. And then I turned around and realized it went just as far behind me. It's kind of cool. They're really putting together a nice facility for going there, a tasting room, tours, and things of that nature. But the bourbon was really good. In fact, I'll tell you, I'm not a big fan of the apple bourbon flavors, but they have, it's actually a New York apple. So it's that red apple, not the green apple like you see in so many others. This right here, well, it was a big hit at a party I recently had as well because I was sharing it. I'll tell you what, it is unique, and it is, well, it's definitely worth trying if you're a bourbon connoisseur. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to age this, and this is their straight bourbon, in the barrel that has had the moonshine in it. That is going to pick up a lot of the flavor from the moonshine. I've done this with Gentleman Jack. I've done this with Crown Royal. I've done this with other bourbons, and they've all been great. And I look for this one here to be no less than great as well. So, and I may even use this to flavor another barrel and do something else, maybe a rum in it. But that's how I like to do it, to kind of mix it up, give it a twist. Definitely things that you can buy and get in the store, and they're great by themselves, but when you have a chance to really blend some flavors with the use of the barrel and age, it really gives some new twist on some old favorites. So anyway, maybe this was one that you'd like to try. Go ahead, and maybe you've got some ideas for some stuff I'd like to try. I'd love to hear from you. Shoot me an email, red@redheadbarrels.com. And anyway, hey, cheers.